they plan to make history here this evening.
What's going on, everybody? Week 9 of the NFL season. Last week I did horrible. You didn't do too bad.
I was 8-5. You were right at 500. I mean, close to it.
Whatever. This is post World Series.
Yeah, this is coming off tonight.
Yeah, everybody had to unload their guns last night and hide their ropes for hanging. Horrible. I quit watching.
He gave up.
4th inning. I sent him a text. Fuck him. Go Blues.
I had given up, but I kept watching.
Yeah.
Just because it's the last game.
It was a very bad managed, bad played.
Poor hitting series.
Poor hitting.
Both teams, actually.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
had
you had one
clutch
guy.
hits.
I mean, Big Papi was a stud, but everybody else. I mean, Holiday played already 5 RBIs, but it's just horrible. I couldn't even watch it. I could not. My kid just kept teasing me. He kept flipping it back over, and it's like the 8th inning. I knew they were getting ready to celebrate because that's all it was. It's a big jerk-off fest after the 4th inning.
That's why I thought you would have watched that.
No. All I can imagine was just everybody in Boston just like jerking each other off, like thinking we're the best. And I was like, oh, fuck me. But we are going to get started here. We disagreed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. These are the ones we agreed on as they scroll up. Halloween night. I bought some candy for the little kiddies, but I don't know if they're going to get it because I got to get off this chair and go upstairs and give it to them. Fuck them. Fuck those little kids. Disappointment. Get used to it.
I'm not doing candy this year. My neighborhood, I'll go through seriously 10 bags of candy.
Yeah, we got our
8 for the kids, 2 for me.
We got our black cat. You can't see him.
For good
It's on
luck.
Screen. Yeah, for good luck. Going to the Mizzou game again this week. Big Tennessee. Good old Rocky Top.
Did they ever say if they want tickets?
No, Justin said he probably wouldn't even be able to get off work.
Okay.
So anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. First up is the Vikings going to the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys heartbreaker last week. Had a game 1, and Detroit just put it on them there at the end. Calvin Johnson with just a show. Look for a little bit different ending this time. Vikings are not playing well. I think Adrian Peterson's banged up. I don't know who they want to play as quarterback. Josh Freeman, I do not think is the answer from what I saw. I mean, granted, it's one game against a new team, and he was thrown in there in less than a week, but I still say their best option is Ponder right now, just because he knows the offense. Maybe Freeman down the road, but whatever. But look for the Cowboys to just do a lot of scoring. Look for Des Bryant to get his ball, so stop whining like a little bitch, and score a lot of points. So give me the Dallas Cowboys minus 11 at home.
Do we know if DeMarco Murray's coming back?
He was still questionable, but Jerry Jones said last week he could have went last week. So if he could have went last week, look for him to get in there against a week.
It would possibly change my mind. I mean, I'm going to go on the assumption he's not playing, but we'll see. I'm taking Minnesota in this one, 11 points. It's a lot of points. Dallas has the offense. It's capable of scoring. I look at Minnesota, and to me, they need to rely on the run right now. And that's going to be tough to do because, defenses will load up the box on it. But I think with a back like Peterson, if he's able to go 100%, they can control the ball some, get some scores, keep this relatively close. I do not expect them to win this game. Dallas will win this game, but I like Minnesota to at least keep it close, maybe a 27-17, 30-20 kind of game. So I'm going to take Minnesota in this one. Next game, we've got New Orleans going on the road to the New York Jets. New Orleans is favored by 6.5. I don't know what to say about the Jets. They're so Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, it's like, granted, New Orleans down a little bit, but they go at home and beat them 30-27, go on the road, lose 49-9 at Cincinnati, which Cincinnati's not a bad team, but you gave up 4 touchdowns to one receiver, and it's not even their best receiver. Obviously, the Jets have a very good front 4 on the defensive line, but you can see some gaps in the secondary with Revis Island not there anymore. The last thing you want to do is have any type of holes like that going against a New Orleans Saints team, who I feel is defensively a little better with Rob Ryan there. Kind of counters the whole offense.
Anybody could have went there and they'd be better on defense.
You really don't like Spagnuolo, I know. So I'm taking New Orleans to cover 6.5 on the road here. I think offensively they have too much to be held down. I don't see enough out of the Jets' offense to keep them within 7 points. And plus, I have a lot of friends here who are from New York that are Jets fans, and they're giving me so much crap about the Cardinals and the Tigers losing that this is just a poke in the eye and say fuck off. So I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah, I love the New Orleans Saints. I love everything they do. Probably my favorite team outside, even though I give the Rams shit. I'd like to see the Rams win, but I was actually, yeah, I'll get in that a little bit later. But Saints on the road, they can be a little Jekyll and Hyde too. So I'm gonna say the Jets are gonna find a way to keep this within a touchdown. Basically, as simple as that. It's going to have to be a mistake-free game. Obviously they do have the road, especially with Jimmy Graham coming back. It gives just Drew Brees his more array of weapons.
Lance Moore's back.
Yeah, and last week they find Kenny Stills a couple times, or just one time, I don't remember. He had tons of yards, but what's weird is what's his face has disappeared a little bit. The little guy. No, Colston hasn't. Yeah, that guy. But Sproles is not even really touching the ball right now, which he's real key to their offense. And if they're not going to use him, I just think they might struggle.
I think they will.
Yeah, he's sitting on my bench, and I'm afraid to put him in. But I'm going to go ahead and just take the Jets. They find a way to get this done and keep it close. Next up, we have the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs going to the Buffalo Bills. Last week, I picked the Bills to try and keep it close against the Saints, and that did not happen. But the Chiefs, what's his face? Dwayne Bowe is just not a big weapon for them right now. Last week, Jamal Charles had struggled. And I just think for maybe on the road, the Chiefs are another team that are going to have them. They might win by a touchdown or a field goal. But it's 3.5, so I'm going to go ahead and take the... Wait, fuck.
You took the Chiefs.
I took the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I just changed my mind.
On live air, he changed his mind.
I just changed my mind. I just talked myself out of it.
I didn't get to show my side of the story, and he's agreeing with me.
Well, I'm going to take the Bills. Who are you taking?
I took the Bills.
Well, fuck, we agree. What are we talking about the Bills-Chiefs game for?
Well, because you said we differed. But, I mean, I look at it this way. Kansas City's 8-0. They're playing well. Do I think they're one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the...
Did you just burp in the middle of that?
No.
Oh.
Do I... Where the hell did that come from? Are you hearing things?
Dude, I've been in a Benadryl haze for like a week.
Yeah, he got me sick too.
Come on, you're great.
No, because we were out at tailgating all day Saturday at the Columbia at the Mizzou game.
Not what it sounds like when you said you got me sick. You got the AIDS from me. Oh, man. Fucking shit. I haven't watched, I'll be honest with you, now that the fucking World Series is over, maybe this will start to get better with our picks because I've been a little baseballed up for like the last, fucking playoffs have been going on for 20 fucking days. And it's like a job watching these fucking games, and then to be disappointed like that, fuck them.
Can I talk about why I'm taking the Bills now?
Yeah, well, we agree. I don't even know why we're discussing this. Go ahead.
Why we're taking the Bills. All right, the next game, do we disagree on this game?
We might hear in a second.
All right, the next game we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers going on the road to New England. New England's favored by 7. I think having Gronkowski back has been big for New England. I think they're starting to see some more rhythm, and it opens up the receivers to maybe some more single coverage. I'm taking... Why am I taking Pittsburgh?
I don't know. No. They're garbage.
Nah, I look at it this way. New England played, I think, was probably more of a Miami cover than it was New England cover last week, even though they won by 10. Miami hung in that game, and I know that Pittsburgh went on the road to Oakland and shit the bed 21-18. But I expect Pittsburgh to come into this game and stay with New England. They've got the defense that they can do that. So I'm taking Pittsburgh here. I think it's going to be a very close game. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I don't see New England go out and blowing this game out. So I'm taking Pittsburgh on the road here.
Yeah, the Steelers are a bunch of garbage.
He still hates Pittsburgh.
Well, I even went with them again last week thinking that was, they just fucking shit the bed. And I mean, fuck it, they might try and get up for this game, but the Patriots are getting their weapons back. Another week with Gronkowski is going to help. Amendola is actually going to play again for 2 weeks in a row, which is amazing. They've seemed to have gotten away from what's-his-face, the other little white guy. Fuck. Can't fucking think of his name, but if they find a way,
Julian Edelman.
Yeah, they've seemed to have gotten away from him a little bit because his numbers just dropped off the face of the earth. But as long as the Patriots just stop to try and force feed Gronkowski and actually spreads the ball around, I really think they're going to be successful. Like I said, I think Tom Brady has thrown 9 touchdowns and maybe no interceptions against the Steelers in the last 3 games. Now that goes over the last 3 years, and this is not the same Tom Brady we've seen over the last 3 years right now. But I really think he'll get to that point. It's just that they've literally had a patchwork offense, and what's their record? They lost twice maybe this year. I don't even know their fucking record. So
Something like that.
I think take the Patriots, and I think they're going to blow them out. It might be a late blowout, but I don't think the Patriots or the Steelers can hang with them. They're just garbage. Fuck them. Last but not least, we've got the lowly Houston Texans who have just fallen off the face of it. They're the Falcons of the AFC. Really just going to not. They don't have any direction, and I don't even know if Schaaf's playing this week.
He's supposed to be back up to Keenum.
Actually, yeah, I'd leave Case Keenum in there. I mean, from what I saw a little bit with the Kansas City game that I got to watch, that I forgot I watched, he was chucking it. But go ahead and give me the Colts. The Colts are now, I think, going to be starting to hit their stride from here on out. They're going to make that good playoff push. I mean, Andrew Luck is a really good quarterback, even without Reggie Wayne. They get it done on the road, -3.
This whole year I've been looking at Houston. I think I've said a couple times when we've done our picks, you look at Houston, they were at one point like top 4 in offense, top 4 in defense. But when you look at the game itself, you're like, this team's not playing that well. And it's come to bite them in the butt. I mean, they are who they are. I look at this and I go, okay, Indianapolis, what's the one constant they've had over the last 10 years? Reggie Wayne.
Yeah, and he's not there.
And he's out for the year. That's going to affect their offense. You don't have that one guy, the one guy who knows the whole ins and outs of that offense, every route. That's going to affect Luck. You've got T.Y. Hilton. You've got Richardson at running back. They've still got a good team. Houston had a bye week. You've given an extra week for that quarterback, Case Keenum, to learn the offense. To me, if I'm Houston, the defense is better than they've played the last several weeks. I expect they're going to show up this game. I don't know about number 56 for Houston, if he's out for long or not. But if I'm Houston, I'm running the ball. I'm getting 20 carries to 25 carries for Foster. I'm getting 10 to 15 carries for Tate. And I'm going to ground this game out and run all over Indianapolis if I can. I don't want the quarterback to have to beat Indy. They should be able to do it on the ground. And that's what I think they're going to do. I like for Houston to win this game. It's at home. This is a big game for them. They've got to win this game. If they don't win this game, season's almost over. So I'm taking Houston to cover +3 at home against Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say is that I like the Colts defense in this one too. Colts defense playing well, and it seems like when they go on the road they play really good. So.
Yeah.
Next up, actually we'll just talk about it a little bit since we live here in St. Louis. We're going to talk about the Rams. I'm sure 0.0001% care about the Rams and nationwide. It's funny, they put on a good show last Monday night after, I think, the Cardinals lose a few minutes before that, and I think everybody in St. Louis switched over to that. But that switched over to the Rams game with a chance to win. There's our black cat. Happy Halloween. And the Rams could not push it in. What did they get, 5 tries? Did they get the fifth try from 4 yards or out? And could not score a touchdown against Seattle.
Who would have thought that Zerline missing that 40-some-yard field goal
Yeah.
would come back to bite him in the butt?
And that's a chip shot for him.
Oh, by the way, Golden Tate can suck my balls. Fucking ass, running down the field, taunting like that, starting at the 20, 25
Almost
yard
ran
line.
out of bounds. That'd have been so great if he did.
You're not even a good receiver and you're acting like
He's
that.
their number one, though, now.
Well, because Rice is hurt, but he's still done a number one. He wouldn't be a number one on any other fucking team.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty. I don't know.
Fucking
Maybe he's buddies with
douchebag.
Steve Smith or something.
Well, you know what? Steve Smith, if he's right in what he said, he had a reason for what he did.
Yeah.
If our guys are doing that to Tate, fine.
I swear to God, if he is doing that to everybody, dude, you've got no right to. What's his Jenkins? You've got no right to talk to anybody till you can shut somebody.
No, but he
down.
wasn't even doing it to Jenkins. He was doing it to a completely different player.
But I know. But that's what I'm saying. If this has been going on every week and he's getting burned the way
Don't get
he
me
is,
wrong.
man,
I know
shut
they're
the
smack
fuck up.
talking all the time on the field, but you don't see guys act like an ass like that on the field. I mean, that's just I want to take my 40-something-year-old ass down there and talk to him, but
Yeah, but what I was going to get around to is the Rams this week are hosting the Tennessee Titans, Jeff Fisher's former team. I didn't have really much to say about the Titans this week. He wanted to just kind of go on. He said something like, there were 4 guys left on the team that I used to coach. The Cat's obviously not going with me this week since he's ripping up my picks. But the Titans are coming in here favored by 3. We both took the Titans this week. Last week I took Seattle and thinking that the Rams had nothing. But, for one thing or another, the last couple of years, the Rams get up for fucking Seattle. And I thought they were going to do that this year when San Francisco came in, but they shit the bed on that one. But look for a big letdown for me this week. I just see the Rams just not playing very well this week. Their defense looked great last week, but I don't know what it is. They just seem to get up for Seattle. Now, when they play, I think Seattle the last game of the year, it's going to be a different outcome. You're not going to see a game like you just saw.
No.
There's just no way in hell.
No.
Especially, I don't know if I want to say McCluster. What the hell's the backup quarterback's name? Clemens.
McClemens. Sandwich?
Clemens is not a very good quarterback. I don't know if you saw that final sequence of plays in Monday night. But
I'll be honest with you, that's why I took Tennessee. I see some turnovers from Clemens this game.
Yeah, and
Stacy looked good at running the ball.
But he got a little hobbled at the end. That's why he wasn't in there running the ball. And they had Richardson running the ball, which they had higher hopes for Richardson, but it just didn't happen. Jake Locker coming back, another week under his belt. I really think he's just going to have a good day. You might actually get to see Chris Johnson score a touchdown this week.
We won our suicide pick, right?
Yeah, that's all we got for the Rams. We're going to do our suicide pick of the week, and then we're going to go trick or treat. Suicide pick of the week, I have one in mind right now.
I've got 3 games in mind. What's your one?
Cowboys.
I had Cowboys, Carolina, or New England. I would probably go with Cowboys.
Our suicide pick of the week.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I thought you'd say something cool like, how about them Cowboys?
I'm not Jerry Jones.
All right, I think that's it for the week. Happy Halloween. Depressing. It's depressing. It rained all day here, too. It's like 50 degrees, cloudy as shit, a light drizzle. I mean, it is like just perfect suicide
And
weather.
everyone's in a piss poor mood. I feel like I'm in Seattle.
That's what I was ready to say.
I will go have some coffee right now.
Actually, I had coffee this morning. I
And
didn't
a
even
banana, because that's his freaking laxative for the day.
Dude, I mean, power shits.
Wow.
Banana and a coffee, I am like a fucking atomic bomb on the toilet. But that's all we got for this week. Happy Halloween.
Nobody's going to talk about your shit so much.
I don't know.
Great.
Baseball's over, thank God. Go Blues.
College football, basketball will be starting up. College basketball will be starting up soon. I don't care about
I booked my
meeting.
hotel for WrestleMania 30. Woo! That's all we got.
And I've got like 4.5 weeks of vacation coming up.
You got 6. Thank God. I can't wait till that begins.
Can't wait for December to get here.
All right, see y'all next week.
Take care.